Seth. You guys have been asking about this whole Seth guy. Teach me Seth, show me your Seth gameplay, whatever the case may be. And finally, kind of thanks to Twitch, but that's not the point. You guys are finally getting this mini Seth tutorial. Now, this is not by any means a perfect Seth tutorial, but I noticed there was a lot of things you guys simply don't know Seth is able to do. So in today's video, I'm pretty much going to be breaking down a few things about Seth, the important stuff that I think is obviously important because I just said that. Tech. Yes, there is tech that makes Seth significantly easier to play and more beneficial to you. And I'm gonna show you guys something a little saucy at the end of the video. But before we get into that, I got another sponsor. Actually, isn't this channel's first sponsor? As of late, you guys know I've been looking for a new turn-based RPG that isn't Honkai Star Rail, and today's sponsor might have just brought me closer to that. Now, originally I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw this gorgeous lady and she gave me two massive reasons to install the game. Her name is Dominica, and obviously those reasons were her giant dragon and scythe she brings into battle. Duh. But see, once I got past the tutorial, what really caught my eye was just how many ladies Apocalypse managed to squeeze into the game. I mean, there's hundreds of incredibly detailed kimono girls drawn by some of your favorite artists. And the biggest factor to me is that it had both a convenient and relaxing style of gameplay with a need for smart strategies or tactics in order to clear the harder content. It even has base building that lets you show off to your friends whenever they visit. Not to mention how a lot of the events come jam-packed with captivating storylines for each of the limited characters. There's even a new skin for one of my favorite characters named Lorene that just got released, Gentle Haze. Do you see how hot she is? All of this you could potentially get for free through the official event page's draw activity. But honestly, pulling shouldn't be a problem given the fact that this game has a handful of ways to get pulls for characters and it's easy to build them. Right now, there's even a special collaboration going on with the Legend of Heroes series featuring Risha Mao and soon after Renee. You don't even have to ask me if I'm wifing her. And now that I mentioned it, I'm pretty sure there's a download link of mine in the description that gives you some exclusive gifts, plus huge shout outs to Apocalypse for sponsoring today's video. Now back to you, Tom. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So you were asking like how to do the EX thing, which is like, it's just a skill. So there are some things that's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not saying you don't read the kit, right? That's not what I mean when I say this, but this is what I mean when I say a lot of people just aren't looking at Seth. Like, this character is cracked, okay? So let's go into the character kit real quick. What you're doing with Seth is essentially following whatever he's got going on with his core passive. His shield, being able to bounce it around, how much the buff you're giving, and this is great for anomaly characters for two different reasons. One, you can give it to both anomaly characters. Two, it helps the driver. Your driver being like the main DPS is what I call it. So your Jane in this case, or Miyabi in another team, things like that, right? But the key thing that he has a quick, where's it at? The quick charge or a quick skill is something that he's able to do that, if I'm not mistaken, no one else in the game has this quick skill ability. After the move, hold EX or your special button, right? To chain into EX special attack, Thunder Shield, Rust, High Voltage, enabling faster charging. The key wording here is to chain into, right? Now, why I'm saying the fighting game stuff is because chaining something is another form of it's still a combo. Ideally, what happens with Seth is he has a regular skill. You press it and he just does this, okay? That's the regular skill. Then he has a hold skill, hold EX, and this is the fully charged EX skill. This is the move that gives you the interrupt. So the crazy thing that I talk about all the time that's super good for Seth, right? You hold it and you see that flash, the cling. You let the flash go and look at the difference. Let me do it again. This is a regular skill. You just tap it. 1, 2, 3, and it stops right there. But if I hold it, 1, 2, 3, 4, he does all the flips, right? You know you got it when he swings himself in the air and slams it back down. Now, how do you get the quick assist or the quick charge? Yep, right there. Assist follow-up public security ruling. After activating the move, hold EXO to transition into, which is just going to be chain attacking into it basically, right? Okay, so chain attack is different than transition. Let me make that clear. I don't want to confuse anybody. Transition means it's going to happen and then you're going to press that button. Chain attack or chaining something into it, it's a frame thing. You need to understand framing. You also have it, look, from his ultimate, and you have it from his charge attack. So you have 4 ways to get your quick charge out of Seth. Why is that important? When you use the dodge counter, let me go to it so that we can all read it together. Okay, when you're using dodge counter, all right, pressing blank to activate whatever. After the move, hold down your special button, so your EX special, to chain this into Thunder Rush Shield or Thunder Shield Rush in order to get faster charging. If you do this, which you would think to just do dodge counter and then hold the special attack, because that's what it says, right? But that does not give you the quick charge. What you need to do is attack and then immediately cancel that into holding the EX special. Boom. Right? We'll do it again. 1. Boom. And this is helpful for when Seth is still on the field. I only have Seth M2. Yes, Seth M2 is still great because what Seth M2 does, let me see if I can burn it. Okay, so you see how at the top left corner, I don't have any of my finisher move meter, right? What Seth M2 allows me to do is whenever I hit an EX skill, you see that meter jumped all the way up. So anytime you hit EX skill or
found your weakness.
Anytime you get a parry, right, and you hit that, quick charge, boom, EX skill, just like that.
The pressure's on.
So what M2 allows Seth to do is you always have, as long as you play him correctly, you always have meter to do EX special, which is your interrupt, or you have meter to do your full charge, give somebody a shield, and go into the next character. Both of these, actually all 3 of these things, because you're doing the parry as well, all 3 of these things giving you the ability to daze an enemy faster than just waiting for the parry. And this is why I say a lot of players don't know how to play Seth. And it's not specifically their fault, but like it is what we're doing here. You guys just saw me do that with the parry, right? Where Seth has whatever. And so I'm stopping the enemy essentially from doing whatever it is. Eventually, you're going to get to a point where you start to mix up your gameplay, if that makes sense. So let's say I'm fighting this guy, right? And now you saw how I swapped out, right? And I still got off Dane's EX skill. So we're going to do it again, and I'm going to add a layer to it.
I'll make it painless.
And I'm going to try and do it faster now, right? Boom. I got my parry. He's doing EX skill. That's layer 2, right? So now we've added 2 layers to playing Seth. Okay. Now, what does this mean? Now that we've done parry with Seth, what did we just go over? We just went over that we have 2 options right now. We can hold attack, right? Which will give us our finisher, which goes back into Jane. Or if I'm fighting something and they're pretty aggro, like Jay Gundam, I don't want to deal with that, right? I can get my attack into quick assist.
No escape.
I fucked that up. That's on me. Hold on. We got it though. Nope. There we go. And now I can have him swing just a regular skill. Right? We can do it again. And we can try that. Just for the parry. You know? We can do it again. Oh, I don't have any parry points. Hold on. There we go. So, the ways you get quick charge. Emergency assist. Dodge counter. But dodge counter, you need to chain it. You also have his actual chain attack. And his ultimate. So if we were to use his actual ultimate here, then you hold it, boom, quick charge. Now, why is wording important on all of these? Every single thing except the dodge counter says chain attack. Actually, I lied. Now I see they all say it. The only one that doesn't say that is transition, right? You can transition into it from the ultimate or from the assist follow-up. These other 2 say chain attack, meaning that you need to link it. You have to press the button at a certain time. Now, because Zenless is way more lenient than a fighting game, I'm pretty positive you can just hold the button. And we'll do it this way. I'm going to hold the button. And he'll just, you can let it rock. You can let it rock. Boom. Just like that. All right. So when you're doing the hold attack, right, that's going to lead you into Jane or whatever your DPS character is. Okay. And that's from the hold attack. This is literally just this basic lightning strike electrified. That's the finisher move. You need 75% meter to do that. What we were just trying to figure out is his EX special. I showed you guys, and now we can go through the whole thing. Regular EX special, one slam, right? I didn't hold anything. Fully charged EX special. You see the little glint? And he does all the flips. This fully charged EX special has the highest interrupt in the game. It interrupts everything in the game. Nothing, to my knowledge, as of right now, unless it's in like a gigafied state, is stopping that from happening, right? He stops everything. So what Seth has that creators at the time were not talking about and players don't know about, even myself, there were some things that I didn't know about, like how he got all of them. I only knew about one of them. Seth has multiple ways to get this quick charge out so that you don't have to sit on the field for a long time. But he has it in his kit to get that move out faster. What are the ways? We just talked about this, turning him on, right? So now we do this. And so the difference here is that you have to chain after that. If you get a dodge counter, you need to chain this in. You can't just hold it. So backstep, basic, hold, quick charge. Boom. Way less time, right? It took way less time. But if you hold it and do that, you see, if you don't chain it, chaining it means that you have to do an action. You have to hit him. So boom, boom, hold, quick charge. Now, why was M2 important? Because M2, when you have full meter, I automatically get all of my finisher bar back. So you just saw me do the fully interrupt, right? The full interrupt. Now I can do this. And I'm right back in the action. There is no pause there whatsoever. I'm trying it right now. It does work after the parry. Just hold during the attack. I don't know if there's some cancel that speeds that up. Hold it during the actual parry. So let's try that. Holding it. That's not the quick charge. It's a regular charge for sure, right? But it's not our quick charge. So let's look at the difference again between the quick charge, because the other way to get it is for you to use an emergency assist, which looks like once he knocks us down, we'll see it. Here we go. You hold it, quick charge. Hold during the attack after parry. Oh, the basic. Okay. So you're saying do this, hold that. There we go. You're right. You're right. Alice is right. 100. So now we have the fourth way, right? He's got 5 different ways to hit this quick charge. 5 different ways to get into this quick charge. No, we were all wrong on that one. We tried it. We didn't get it right, but he got it right. Or Alice got it right, right? So 5 different ways for Seth to get into this quick charge without using a lot of meter. Now, we were doing something earlier. I was doing something earlier that you guys were like, whoa, how'd you do that? And I was explaining layers. Now that we understand that layer, we just did it. Now we can add into the final layer, right? So we can reset him. We can turn this on and we can turn that on, right? And we're going to go through the entire process. It might take me a little bit, but we're going to do it. So you do this. She gets that whole thing, right? He gets that. Boom. And we're done. Look at all of that anomaly buildup that I just did, right? I'm able to keep him locked down. He can't move.
Now
It's over.
the prey.
He can't, in every assault, every disorder, he can't move. Guess what I get to do while she's spinning on the field? Come out here and do my ult, because I have the meter for it. Guess what? 1, 2, 3, 4. New tech.
Sure.
And I still got a full charge off of that. Why did I get the full charge off of that? Because I dash canceled it. That's a whole different form of tech, though. But yeah. And I'll show you guys that. Because we're already here doing the Seth, like the mini tutorial for Seth. I'll show you guys, okay? The dash cancel with Seth. is basically, as you guys saw, I did like boom, 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 right? The hold special and everything like that. So if in the event, all of that stuff is going on, you get your parry off, you get your ultimate, whatever the case may be, and you do something like that, but you don't want to swap out, right? I'm not ready to swap out yet. You can get a fully charged EX special. You hold basic attack. It's going to do his finisher move, and then you dash cancel into EX special, right? Now, if you time this correctly, and it's really hard for me to do it too, you can also get the quick assist.
Did you need a break?
Instead of missing the window. If you do it too late, you'll miss the window. But if it's like frame 1, frame 2. Fighting game speak, the lower the frame, the harder it is to do. Frame 1 means it's instant. If you miss it, it's gone, right? Like you don't get it. So this is like frame 1 to 3. So somewhere around there, right? I don't count the frames. I don't know the exact frame. I just know it's tight. It's a tight frame window, okay? So you do like this. And I think I got it. I got it. Boom. First try, baby. I'm a fucking fighting game player. But you get something like that. So now I was able to give Jane the shield. I was able to stun the enemy, push him back, build up 75% anomaly bar, as you guys can see. And I got Jane back on the field. No damage taken. And so what this allows you to do, why I'm so like, yo, Seth is the GOAT. I'm constantly keeping the pressure. Even when we just showed this off. Hold on, let me show you guys. Let's turn him on. Even when I'm on the defense. Oh, no, not this guy. Fuck that guy. Even when I'm on the defense, Seth allows me to be on the offense. Look at this. Boom. I'm still on the offense. Like, what are we doing? Right? My guy is locked down. He can't move. I think I missed it. I missed that one. Yeah, I missed that one right there, but it's okay, right? And we make up for it. All the stuff that I keep talking about with Seth, and I'm like, yo, Seth is the fucking GOAT. Seth is tier 0. He can do all these different things that nobody else in the game can do. And I'm arguing with, not you guys specifically, but like when I mention that, I'm arguing with people that have no idea. They don't even know an ounce of how Seth plays. When another character can start doing stuff like this in the game, please let me know. That's not even me contesting it. I legit want to do it, right? Like, let me know. It is what it is. Does the quick charge automatically go off if you tap quick assist, or do you have to let it go before hitting quick assist? You have to hold the whole thing. So let me show you, right? Because I think you're asking me about this, right? You're asking me like, hold on, let me turn his stun off too. You're asking this part, the dash cancel tech, right? That you have to. It's literally it's 1 2 3. Like it's like a piano. If you were like on the keyboard or whatever, but Seth has to hold it, right? You have to then dash cancel out, and as soon as the dash comes out, you need to cancel it into, so it looks something like one dash, right? And this is how I practiced it whenever Nick's taught it to me. One dash, right? Like you need to press attack, and as soon as that attack comes out, you see it connect, dash. Obviously dash forward. One dash, one dash, one dash, one dash. And then when you get that, one dash cancel. And you get that, right? So now what happens beyond that point is you start combining things. We know if we do this, we get quick assist. Now look at how long that quick assist sits there, right? Let me do it again just so you guys see it. You get the whole meter. Quick assist is going to sit here for a clean like 3 or 4 seconds, something like that. When Seth is fully done with his animation and the sword is gone, right? He takes it out of charge blade mode. Quick assist goes away. So you have a long time, excuse me, in order to get that off. So let's combine the elements again, or combine the layers again, and I'll show you guys. Charge, dash cancel,
Hit him where it hurts.
and you frame one. You saw how quick that was? If I waited a second later, which means in Seth's case, right? You need to just be aware of the timing. And it takes practice. It takes learning it. You got to know when, as soon as that glint happens, hit that, whatever your quick assist button is, let quick charge go, right? Let his EX skill go, hit quick assist, and get to work. Now, I'm not going to say fighting games this time. Great sword, because we're talking about Monster Hunter. If you happen to play Great Sword, this is a perfect 1-to-1. Great Sword in Monster Hunter has a secret, I don't know if it's a secret anymore, but when we played on PS2, it has a secret charge level. So there's 1, and they all flash. It goes 1, 2, 3, and then the 3 deepens, right? What most commonly what players do is they just hold 1, 2, 3, and then, you know, they and they let it go. Third still gives you a lot of damage, but there's a secret level. If you go 1, 2, and then as soon as it, like frame 1, when it turns to 3, let it go. I think it's called like a perfect charge or something like that. The same concept, and why I'm familiar with it, why I can do it with Seth, is because of Monster Hunter playing Great Sword for like 5-7 years, right? So it's basically that. When you do it on the frame, you get the maximum advantage. You get all the damage, right, that you're able to get from that. And then you quick assist out and do whatever the fuck you want. When you add a third character into the mix, like Bernice, that's when the layers get way more complicated, because now you need to, like, or even Yanagi, right? You need to start adding in, okay, I got my assault. I need to go into this other character and build up some disorder or build up some anomaly. Electric is almost ready to pop. Who needs to pop it? I need to hold this. There's a lot of layers to playing Seth. I saw someone earlier ask me, actually, Zag, I think it might have been you. You asked me if I had a Seth guide on my channel. I don't have a Seth guide, but I do have a burst Yanagi guide that goes over. I think most of that guide is Seth, right? I go over Seth a lot. I show you the different options and when and why you would do something. But there's so much in Zenless, there's no way for me to tell you every single option against every single enemy specific to Seth. But if I show you, right, like how I just did now with this mini Seth tutorial, if I show you why he's as strong as he is and the things that he's able to do, you can then apply it on your own. You can go and fight Pompey. You could fight Bringer. You can fight whoever you want. And you learn how to fight that enemy. And you learn when and what you can do with Seth and what's more advantageous for you. That's all.
Waste of time. My blade is already. Victory is the only option. Mind and body. Resistance. My blade is already sheathed.
Never count out upset.
You can't. One spit is the face. Surrender.
Here, defeat Judgment.
My blade is already I swear on my blade. It's over. Such provocations don't go unanswered. My blade is ready. I'm unstoppable. Resistance is futile.